Hello folks, so today I'm going to tie a wee wet fly called the Gorgeous George. It's a fly that was created by Paul Cantillon from County Cork. Very good Irish fly. It's not that it's difficult to tie, it's just that there's a lot of elements at the head of the fly, and you need to be careful with the tying at the head. So I'll try my best to explain the best way to tie it without causing too much bulk at the front end. But as I say, a very good fly, and one that would be advisable to have in your fly box. So I'll just get kicked on here and get started. Now, the hook in the vise is a size 10 WALDOS wet fly hook. Now, I have already added the tag, which is a Glow Bright number 4 red, and I have added the tag and UV resin and varnish on it, so it's dried off, ready to be dressed, which is saving a wee bit of time because there's a lot of elements on the fly. So I'll just get kicked on here and get started. So the thread I'm going to use is Gordon Griffiths 12-0 sheer in orange. So we'll get started behind the eye of the hook, run on a few turns, come on with my scissors and trim away that excess, run the thread on down the rear of the hook to where our tag is, and that tag should be where the barb is in the hook. Now, the tail on the fly is Glow Bright number 11, and I've taken off a length about 6-7 inches, and what you do with it is fold it in half, fold it in half again, and then fold it in half again. So that's giving you 8 lengths of the Glow Bright. Just come on then these ends, come on and catch that loop, pull them all together and trim that away. So come on then with our tying wax, just give a wee run of wax down that thread just to hold on this Glow Bright. So lay our Glow Bright down on top of the shank, give a pinch and loop over, take a wee look, see if that's sitting on top, and then start running that thread up the Glow Bright just to tie that down and try and keep it on top of the shank. So run our thread up to the head, come on then with our scissors, and this tag, you want to keep this tag right and short, round about 2/3 the length of the body is plenty. So just come on and trim that away. Come on then with our toothbrush and just give that tag a wee brush out, just to liven them fibres up. So there's a wee one of the fibres off the Glow Bright. Just come on and knock that away. So the next part in the fly is gold tinsel, and that's a gold tinsel and small. So same again, just come on and we run a wax down the thread, lay that down on top of the shank, come on and run that thread down the shank to our tail where we tied on their tail. So the next part in the fly is the body, and this is not going with the original, which is leaving this a variation of it. This is Tutti Frutti Dublin from David Eady from WALDOS TROOT flies. So I'll come on and take out a pinch of this Dublin. And for anybody that hasn't used it, this is excellent quality Dublin. It's really easy dubbed on and really easy brushed out, and it has just the right mix of flash and fur and yard here. It'll be advisable for anybody that's tying flies just to even one pack it and try it for yourself. So I'll dub this on the thread, slide it up, come on then and one turn over just to catch that dubbin, and then turn that on up the shank of the hook and just give it a wee tighten as you come up. Now you only want to come up 2/3 of the way up the shank, and the reason being, as I said earlier, there's a palmer hackle, there's a head hackle, there's legs, and a throat hackle, as well as jungle cock cheeks at the front. So you want to leave yourself plenty of room to tie all that on, and as I say, come up about 2/3 with the body. Just come on and tie that down. So the next part in the fly is our palmer hackle, and this is a ginger cock hackle. So just come on and strip them fibres away down the shank of that. Come on and lay it down against the shank of the hook. A few turns over just to tighten that on. Come on and knock away that stock. So grab our hackle pliers, grab hold of that top, come on and give our hackle a bend forward. Just come on then. Normally if I was running a palmered hackle, I would give two full turns at the front and then come down the body, but with this I'm only going to give one turn at the front, and then you only want 3 turns coming down the body. And the reason being is it's not a full fly, it's actually a shorter body, so you only want 3 turns coming down this, and then when you get to your last turn, just come on with your tinsel, come over the top of that hackle, and try and slalom up through them fibres as best you can without trapping them down until we get the head of the fly. Come over then, tight turn over the top of that tinsel, come on then and a few turns over that to tighten that down. Come on and knock that excess away. Come on and cut away that top, and then just take a wee minute and run around that fly. So what you want to do then, get a wee bit of, this is Velcro on a stick. Just come on and give your Velcro a wee run through, just to pull that dubbin out a wee bit and give the body a wee bit more texture. So the next part in the fly then is our pheasant tail legs. Now this is a pheasant tail that I've dyed myself. It's pheasant tail dyed orange, but if you don't have the dyed orange, the natural pheasant tail will do. I've just dyed it this colour because I prefer the orange dye through it. So I've double knotted the legs, so there's 2 strands together with 1 knot in them. What you want to do is lay these down against the shank, and you want to have them coming up under the wing. So lay them 2 down, just come on them, pinch and loop over that. There's a couple of strands of my hackle fell under it, and a couple of turns to tighten, and just take a wee look and make sure those legs are the right length and where we want them to be sitting. So you want your legs just coming just past the tail and sitting up under the wing a wee bit. So that's that side on. So then take another two fibres with the 2 legs. And the same thing, just come on them, lay them on where we want them to sit. Come on, this turn to start with, and then a couple of tight turns. Take a wee look and adjust them legs then to where we want them to be sitting on the fly. And as I say, you just want them just past the tail, sitting up under the wing. So hold them tight, come on then and give our tight turns over that. Come on with your scissors and nip away those excess pheasant stalks. Just tie that up at the head. So the next part in the fly is our head hackle. So this is our head hackle. This is it's a medium olive cock hackle that I've removed the top one, and I'm going to use this web-ear end. I'm going to strip off this waist here, and come on and use this web-ear tail end. So I'll pull back the fibres that I want. Come on and give a thread a wee run of wax. Lay that filler down against the shank. Give a couple of turns over that stalk, bend the stalk back, give it another few turns to tighten that on. Come on then and remove that excess hackle and run our scissors up the shoulder of that filler, just to encourage the fibres to lie back. So come on then, pull all them fibres towards the rear and wind on that hackle, and you want a good sized head hackle that it envelopes all the stuff, all the materials on behind. So as I say, you have a good few turns at the head. I'll strip this back a bit. I'm going to take off a few of the fibres, and that'll just give me the clean stock to tie off on. So come on and give that final turn, and then run the thread over the stock, a few tight turns. Come on then and trim away that excess stock. Take a wee minute and run round the fly in, just to make sure that the hackle's laid out and is even around the fly. So holding everything back, bring your thread to the eye and bring it back from the eye, just to tighten everything down from the eye, and bring it back in tight to where that last turn of olive hackle we put on. So the next part in the fly now is our throat hackle. So this is Guinea fowl. I've actually dyed this myself. It's in hot orange, but you can buy the Guinea fowl dyed orange. I had been dyeing materials and I dropped a few of the Guinea fowl on. I have dyed this. I dyed it hot orange, and then I dropped a wee taste of fiery brown on it, just to take the brown sting, or take the orange sting out of it, which gives this shade here. But as I say, you can just use the orange Guinea fowl. I've done this because I was dyeing materials, and at that time I had the stuff out, and if I hadn't, I'd have just used the orange. So I've taken off a pinch of my Guinea fowl, turn the vise over, come on and lay down that throat hackle, round about the same length as the head hackle we put on. Hold that in your left hand, come on and just pinch over the top and pull that thread down, and give a couple of tight turns over just to hold it. Take the time then and line that throat up. Now what I do with mine, I come on my a wee needle and just spread that out so that it's sitting underneath the shank. Come on then, hold everything tight, and then run your tight turns back towards the head. Come on with your sharp scissors and trim that Guinea fowl away nice and tight to the thread. So the last piece on the fly now is jungle cock. So I have 2 jungle cock eyes removed from the cape here. So I'll come in and remove the fluff from the jungle cock eyes, and these are the smaller eyes at the top end of the cape. So you want to remove the majority of the fluff at the eye. Because of the size of the nail, this can be a wee bit footery. So just come on then and lay that eye down. along the fly where we wanted to sit. Come on and give a couple of turns over that just to hold it, and then the same on this side. I have another eye here. Just come on and strip the fluff away from that stock. So come on then on. There's actually a wee hair that walks out of place. So just come on the same thing, lay this down against the fly. Just coming up a wee bit under the wing. So a couple of turns over that, and then just take a wee look through that jungle cock and just make sure it's sitting where we want it to be sitting, that the two eyes is matching on each side. So hold that jungle cock tight, give another couple of tight turns. Come on there, scissors. Knock away those stalks. If I can get a hold of them. So come on then and just give a few turns over thread down that head, just to tie everything on tight. Come on then with our whip finish tool and give our 3 or 4 turn whip finish at the head, just to finish off that flight. Come on then with our scissors and knock away that excess stock. Now, before we finish the head, just take your time on. I'm going to lift that jungle cock out a wee bit. Just so that that hackle runs in behind it, and the jungle cock sitting over that rather than the other way around. And the same on this side, just come on and lift out that jungle cock eye a wee bit. Give that hackle a wee fluff out. Just so that's sitting perfect the whole way around the fly. So the last part now is come on with, this is varnish, or sorry, super glue. So just come on and give a wee run of super glue around that head, and the super glue just helps stick all the elements. The Guinea fowl, the head hackle, and then our jungle cock. And it just helps to hold all them in place, and they give that head a good shine. So the last thing to do then is just come on with tie-in varnish and give that head a coat of varnish. But that's the tie-in of the fly there. As I say, it's not that it's difficult to tie, it's just that there's a lot of elements at the head. So it's basic. You have your red tag, and then your tail, your palmer hackle, but only give 3 turns and don't give the 2 turns at the head that I would normally do when I'm tying a bumble or a palmered fly. Come on then with your legs, your head hackle, the throat hackle, and then your jungle cock. As I say, there's 4 things at the front, and if you're winding on too much thread, you'll end up with too much bulk at this front end. So as you turn everything on, just give 2 or 3 turns at each part, and then at the head, then give the head a wee run of super glue at the head. So I'll come back and again, once that, I'll give that glue at least an hour to dry. So I'll come back and again then with the tie-in varnish and give that head a couple of coats of varnish. So there you go, folks. As I say, it's not that the fly's difficult, it's just that this front end's a wee bit tricky to get, but there's not very much to the fly. So I hope that was helpful to you. So thanks for watching, and until the next time, tight lines.